Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. This is Arif. In this video, we are going to see the most successful medium weight fighter jets of the world, and the medium weight fighter jets fall in between the heavyweight fighter jets like Su-35 and F-18 Super Hornet, and the lightweight fighter jets like Gripen or Mirage 1000. So let's go to our list, and we have at number 6 J10, and J10 has empty weight of 9,750 kg. It has 11 hard points, and it is being operated by China and Pakistan. It's a delta wing aircraft with canards, and the main weapon of this is BL-15, which is a BVR missile by China. Since it has only two operators, so comparatively it is less famous, and that's why it is at number 6, but it is a very good option. And now at number 5 we have Rafale, and it is from France. Its empty weight is 10,300 kg for the B variant, 9,850 kg for the C variant. So its weight is just like the weight of J10. And then the M variant, which is for the Navy, that has 10,600 kg empty weight. And hard points, B and C variants have 14 hard points, and M variant for Navy has 13 hard points. And it is being operated by Egypt, France, Greece, India, and Qatar, 5 users. Although in future I think it is going to be at a higher rank because it is going to have a lot of future users as well. And it is also a delta wing with canards aircraft, and the way the delta wing aircrafts are, uh, if you develop those, can't develop the fifth generation jets based upon those, because the fifth generation jets are usually non-delta wing aircrafts. So I think it is preferable to build the non-delta wing aircrafts without canards rather than developing these aircrafts. And it has twin engines, and the Chinese J-10 has a single engine. And as far as the comparison of these two aircrafts is concerned, J10 is very cheap compared to the Rafale, which is very expensive. And I think in the cost of Rafales, you can buy at least two J10s. And if there is going to be a fight between one Rafale and two J10s, that means J10s have more probability of winning that fight, dogfight. So I don't think there is a benefit of buying this so much expensive plane when you have just a little bit of benefit, extra benefit for that cost, right? But this is the way the situation is. The countries are going for it. Its main weapon is Meteor. So if you have two J10s with PL-15s on those, and you have one Rafale with Meteors on those, so I think there is a more probability that two J10s within the same price are going to definitely win against Rafales. Now at number 4 we have F/A-18. It is also a medium weight fighter. 10,433 kg is its empty weight, 9 hard points. The non-delta wing aircrafts usually have lesser hard points. The way the design is, but this design, I mean, you have seen mostly the fifth generation fighters look like this. So based upon these aircrafts, you can always go for the design of a fifth generation aircraft as well. So that is the benefit of these aircrafts. It is a naval aircraft, and by that I mean a carrier-based aircraft for Navy. And it is being used by Canada, Finland, Kuwait, Malaysia, Spain, Switzerland, and USA. So it has 8 customers, and the main weapon of this is, I think, Amram AIM 120D is going to be its latest BVR missile, and that is a battle-proven missile technology, much better than Meteor or PL-15 because those both missiles are not battle-proven. But this missile by USA, Israelis, Pakistani, Turkish, I don't know how many dogfights were based upon this missile, and mostly the US jets have won those dogfights. Although Meteor is considered better theoretically, but I think as far as the real world scenario is concerned, based upon the past, this Amram missile is just like really deadly, and I would always prefer this. Although the Indians have bought the Rafales B or C version, and they are now thinking about going for the Rafale M version for the Meteor. But to me, this is going to be a better option, but it depends upon your country's decision as well. So to me, this option is better than the Rafale M version, and it is going to be less cheaper than Rafale as well. It also has a variant which is a like a heavyweight jet, and that is F/A-18 per Hornet. But as far as this simple F/A-18 Hornet is concerned, that falls within the medium weight category. It's not that big like Super Hornet. So at number three, we are going to have Typhoon, and Typhoon has empty weight of 11,000 kg, and it has 13 hard points. It is being operated by Austria, Germany, Italy, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Spain, and UK. So 9 countries are using this jet. It is also a delta wing aircraft with canards, same like Rafale or J-10, but it has twin engines just like Rafale, and it is as expensive as Rafale. It's a little bit bigger than Rafale, but both are just like same. But if you are going to ask me which jet is better, Typhoon or Rafale, I would go for Typhoon only because it is like a two-in-one jet, because it has integrated not only arms by US BVR missiles, but it has integrated Meteors, the European missiles as well. Whereas Rafales only have integrated Meteors. So if you are not somehow happy with the newer Meteor missiles, you can always fall back on AMRAAMs. And if you are not happy with AMRAAMs, you can always go for Meteors on this jet. So you have two options, not just one. And one of the best options in the PVR category as far as the missiles are concerned. So for me, Typhoon is just like much superior to Rafales, but both are really expensive. And this is also a delta wing, so I wonder how Europeans are going to design a fifth generation jet based upon this jet, because those are usually non-delta wing aircrafts. Now at number two, we have MiG-29, and it has a variant MiG-35 as well, the most recent variant. So it has empty weight of 11,000 kg, just like Typhoon, and the MiG-29 has 7 hard points, whereas MiG-35 has 9 hard points, and it was actually offered to India, but Indians refused it and they went for the Rafales. And this jet is being used by 24 countries. That's why it is at number 3 because of the way it was successful. So, Algeria, Azerbaijan, Bangladesh, Belarus, Bulgaria, Chad, Cuba, Eritrea, India, Iran, Mongolia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Myanmar, North Korea, Peru, Poland, Russia, Serbia, Sudan, Syria, Turkmenistan, USA, and Uzbekistan are using this. Even USA is using this because in order to do the exercises against their adversaries, they think this is a good plane to do practice, to do the exercises for their air force. So that is why they have also bought this. And its main weapon is R-77 Russian BVR missile, although this missile on MiG-29s and Su-30 MKIs of India really struggled to hit even a single target on 27th February 2019, once there was a little war between the both countries on the Kashmir side. So Pakistani bombers like Mirage 3 and 5 third generation bombers went towards India. They hit their targets inside India and came back, but Indians were not able to shoot down even a single jet with these R-77 missiles. And also they had Astra, the Indian missile, as well on these jets, and that missile also failed. And that's why I think Indians went for Rafales because they wanted now Meteor, not R-77. So that's why they refused the upgraded version of MiG-29, MiG-35 from Russia as well. So good luck to India with their Rafales, but this is at number 3 because the way this jet became famous. I mean, it was purchased by so many countries along the years in the past, but these days this jet is just like struggling to get any new buyers. Now at number 1, we are going to have F-16, and the F-16 had empty weight of 8,573 kg, the hard points 11, and it is being operated by 25 countries. The way it is famous and the way it is successful, that's why it is at number 1. And to me, this is the number 1 jet of the world in all the categories, not only the lightweight categories, medium weight categories, heavyweight categories, but as far as even the fifth generation jets are concerned, I think this is the best jet. And look at its empty weight, it is just 8,573 kg. I think to me, the lightweight jets usually have 8,000 kg empty weight or lower than that. And the medium weight jets usually start from the 9,000 kg category. But this jet is just like in between the lightweight and the medium weight category. It is neither a medium weight jet, neither a lightweight jet. And that's why I think the way its design is and the way its weight is, I think this is ideal. And the way it is small as well. It is going to have an RCS lower than the most medium weight or heavyweight jets because in the end it's a small plane. And have a look at its hard points 11, and the non-delta wing aircrafts usually have the lesser number of hard points, and that's why it has 11 hard points. But it is a brilliant jet. Its main weapon is AMRAAM, AIM 120C, but I think in its B variant, the missile is going to be AMRAAM AIM 120D, which is even a longer range missile than the 120C missile. And those missiles are just like battle proven missiles and the best missiles, according to me, even better than Meteor. Although in theory, people say Meteor is better, but who knows? Once Meteor is going to end up in the wars, what is going to happen? So it is being used by Bahrain, Belgium, Chile, Denmark, Egypt, Greece, Indonesia, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Morocco, Pakistan, Netherlands, Oman, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Singapore, Slovakia, South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Turkey, UAE, USA, and Venezuela. And the way its radars are, the latest radars, and the way it is being upgraded to the V standards, that V standards is best as far as the fourth generation jets are concerned. Only superior jet to this is F-35, and it has all the features of an F-35 except that it doesn't have the stealth capability. F-35 has only one extra capability compared to this, and that is a stealth jet, and that has a really lower RCS. But in the end, this is also a really light jet, so its RCS is also going to be very good compared to the other medium weight or heavyweight jets. And that's why it is a brilliant jet design. It's a non-delta wing design. Now I am going to tell you that if I would be selecting some jets for my country, I would first of all go for this F-16 with AMRAAM missiles from USA, right? Because those are one of the best missiles of the world. And secondly, I would go for a Chinese jet in order to get a PL-15 missile as well. And thirdly, I would now tell my country to develop a fourth generation jet by yourself so that we can install the European radars along with the Meteor missiles on those jets as well. So that way, the country would have the PL-15, the Meteor, and AMRAAM American missiles as well. So if you are not happy with the AMRAAMs on F-16s, you can use your own jets, Meteor missiles, and if you are not happy with Meteor missiles as well, then you can always fall back over a Chinese jet to use the PL-15s as well. And I don't think so any air force of the world is going to be able to defeat that country, because in the end PL-15s, Meteors, and AMRAAMs have their own ranges, varying ranges, different capabilities, but all of these are leading BVR missiles. And if a country is going to have these all three missiles, then that country is going to be leading over all the other countries. F-16 is actually a very comparatively cheap kind of a jet compared to Rafales or Typhoon, only because United States, they produce these jets over a large scale because they have a lot of customers. That's why their jets are usually cheaper than the European jets, but better in quality. And as far as the European jets are concerned, the European countries usually make those on a much smaller scale, and they make those on special orders for just like one or two countries, and that's why their cost of the jet is really expensive as far as the European jets are concerned. So if you want to buy a US jet or you want to buy a Chinese jet, then you can go for those. But as far as the European jets are concerned, I would say try to develop your own jet, because in the end, Europeans have three leading jets: Rafales, Typhoon, and Gripen, and they are all delta wing aircrafts. And three of the main leading air forces of the world, USA, Russia, and Israel, don't operate any of these delta wing jets, right? So there is a reason why they have not developed any of these delta wing jets. And that's why I think their defense philosophy or the Air Force philosophy was better than the European or the Chinese philosophy. So thank you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Have fun.